Iceland is amazing. We've spent 2 weeks exploring the country and we have been blown away.
The landscape here is breathtaking. The contrasts here are amazing. From blue skies and sun and amazing views to blizzards and crazy winds and rain and everything in just a couple hours. It's crazy.
One of the first things we did when we arrived in Reykjavik was to do a free walking tour.
It's the oldest parliament in the world that is still operational today. This one right here.
Yeah, I always do these tours whenever I come to a new city. It's a great way of getting to know the city, learning a little bit about the culture, the history, and get your bearings.
While walking, I started talking to this guy next to me, Gabriel from Brazil. We asked him for a cup of coffee and he agreed. And then we were friends.
We spent some time together just being tourists, walking around the city, taking pictures, visiting the concert hall, which is designed to look like the Northern Lights. It's like these crazy shapes and lights and everything. It's a light show. Amazing building. We went to eat at the famous hot dog stand, where Bill Clinton's favorite hot dogs are.
Is it good?
Does it live up to the hype?
Not at all. I'm sorry. What do you think?
Tastes like a normal hot dog.
Bill Clinton's taste in hot dogs.
Well, I've tasted better. I don't agree with him.
No.
But
Is this the only thing you're not agreeing with Bill Clinton?
yeah, it's the only thing I don't agree with Bill Clinton.
The only thing.
Later we headed towards Hveragerði and a place called Reykjadalur. It's a place with a lot of geothermal activity, and you have like geothermal vents popping up all over, and there's a hot river heated by geothermal activity that you can swim in.
By chance, Gabriel was on his way up there too, so we hiked together. He had never seen snow before, and while we were walking it started snowing and it looked like the mountains were covered in icing sugar.
After about a 45-minute walk, we came upon the geothermal vents. This place is crazy. The whole island smells like rotten eggs. The temperature was about 1 degree Celsius, and it was freezing taking our clothes off, but jumping into the warm river felt pretty nice actually. We shared a cold beer and just chilled out for a few minutes. It was a bit cold, so we couldn't stay too long.
Thanks, God.
The next day we met up with Gabriel again, this time at Black Sand Beach in Vik.
While we were walking along the cliffs at the beach there, I saw a bird in between two rocks, and he looked like he was injured or something. And so I tried to pick him up and get him away from the water. It was like right where the waves hit. And just as I went to pick him up, we were hit by a big wave and our shoes got soaked.
think his leg is broken. Yeah, maybe. Oh no. Yeah.
That was not a nice experience, but at least I got to save the bird. I put him on dry land and I didn't really know what to do, but I hope he managed to survive.
We had no plans that night, so we followed Gabriel back to his hostel. We slept in our car outside the hostel while we paid for showers and to have our shoes dried.
That was nice. That was our first shower since we came to Iceland. The next day we had to say goodbye to Gabriel, unfortunately. But we headed north and...
We found a road leading into nothing, so we had to follow it. Turns out, it led to a dance floor.
We are driving towards some glacier that I can't pronounce. And so we figured, oh, it looks like a bad road, but what the hell? We have time. So we drove for probably 20-25 minutes. And this was at the end. Never seen anything like this. This is the most beautiful I've seen. It's insane.
As we got further north, it became more mountainous, and we decided to take the small and crooked, windy mountain road.
We are now trying to pass the mountains. It said the road might be closed, but we'll see if we're able to pass or not. We managed to pass the mountains and get to the other side. And this is what met us. Holy, this is so beautiful. I'm so glad we went to the 4x4. That could take us off the road. We set course for Akureyri, the biggest city in northern Iceland. And on the way there, we were met by a blizzard, like a super blizzard. It was like crazy winds and thick fog and just snow and snow and snow. It was crazy. You can't see more than 50 meters in front of you. This is crazy.
It got dark, and so we found a place to park near Mývatn. We went to sleep in pitch black in the middle of nowhere. Couldn't see anything. And look, we woke up to this. It's so gorgeous. When we arrived in Akureyri, we went to visit a motorcycle museum. It wasn't very busy this time of year, so we invited Håkon, the only guy who was working there, for a coffee, and we brewed kokerkaffe in the museum.
That was kind of fun. A super nice, clear cup of coffee.
Yeah, I can see that, definitely.
Håkon turned out to be a great guy, and he showed us around the museum, talked about some of the bikes, and I found my bike there.
You know which model this is, babe?
This is a Yamaha XT60. This is my bike.
Do you have exactly like this?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Do you know who wrote this?
His name was Sverrir Þorsteinsson. Yeah. Cool. And here you can see the circle they went. I think they started from Canada or Alaska and then went the whole circle.
When we left Akureyri, the weather was pretty bad, and we had a few days where we didn't really do much. But when we got back to Reykjavik,
we took some trips around the local neighborhood and went to see Geysir, the Geysir.
and finally had time to go for a hike.
We've been a bit unlucky with the weather so far. It's been a lot of rain, and a lot of snow and wind. But today, it's amazing. Blue skies and sun. Holy crap, Iceland looks beautiful in the sun. This is so amazing. But now, sadly, we're on our last day in Iceland. We've had so much fun and we really do not want to go back home.
We found a really nice place to sleep tonight, so now we just have to transform our car. We hope you enjoyed that little adventure, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to be notified when we upload new videos.
You can also follow us on Instagram at RideTB. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Amazing! Iceland! I love it!